Hey, what's up, y'all? Welcome back to my content. So, we're gonna be doing a video on Power Rangers Dino Fury Season 2, how the show broke all the rules. And let's just say it's all thanks to Simon Bennett, who directed some good episodes, but we all know that certain episodes he directed, I don't think it was his fault. I'm guessing it's because they wanted to get creative, but somehow you still have some of that Neo Saban elements from that god awful 12-year dumpster fire that used to be Power Rangers from the Neo Saban era. Minus Dino Charge, but still. All the talking and fighting is what really kept me away from the franchise. But I think when it comes to Hasbro owning the show now, Dino Fury is Hasbro official season because Beast Morphers was still a Neo Saban show with some Hasbro involvement, but I think for the most part, Dino Fury completely changed everything of what Beast Morphers couldn't provide for us. Though it did have some good moments, but the rest of the episodes just went downhill, especially in season 2. And Dino Fury Season 2 is looking good, even though there are some bad episodes, but some of the episodes that I really enjoyed the most, especially in episode 9, you know, but I kind of feel like Zato was being a bit of a hypocrite, so I still stand by what I said before. So with that being said, let's get into the article. Power Rangers Dino Fury has been a triumph for both the franchise and its longtime fans. Power Rangers on television has seemed to be a holding pattern for a long time. Though there was quality to be found and never felt like it was living up to its potential. That all changed with the start of Dino Fury, a series which has brought back much of the magic that Power Rangers has been missing. Characters have been engaged in arcs, villains have depth. The wider Power Rangers universe is regularly acknowledged and utilized. The stories are fantastic, and the recent drop of the first half of Season 2 of Dino Fury on Netflix is the show's strongest yet. We sat down with Dino Fury executive producer Simon Bennett to discuss a big development of the season, how the show was finally let off the chain villain fashion scenes. Yeah, I'm just gonna get to the part. Like, in terms of Javi's character development, I feel like in season 1 his character was very unutilized, but here in season 2 we got more of Javi, his love for music and passion. You know, his father finally supports his son's dream, and that's something that should have happened in season 1, but season 2 they finally gave us something that we all wanted from season 1. And we finally got that. We finally got to see Void Knight's wife, aka Void Queen, and we finally got to know and see the bonding of Zato and Tarek, aka Void Knight. He wanted to change. He wanted to be a better person by leaving Earth, but according to his wife, she actually wanted revenge. But it's unfortunate that she took him back and turned him to Void King to go back to his evil ways. So I'm thinking if they're gonna end up doing a rivalry with him and Zato, they need to somehow get the spell off of him so he'll probably become the Brown Ranger. Because in Real Soldier, the Brown Knight was a Ranger. There was a scene that really made me cringe, which I'm hoping they don't turn Tarek into a goofy character. Just give him something different while having that same attitude as he was when he was Void Knight. Not only that, we finally got to know where the armor came from. So he used Sporex, I guess the Dino Night Morpher, to get the armor so that he'll become more powerful. And now we know that he used the Sporex to revive his wife. But it's unfortunate that his wife just became a whole new different person. So that's at least some good information we got from season 2, and I'm glad that they actually provided us with it. So let's continue. So it says delegate. So this is where they had the interview. Simon says you had discussed on Twitter that Dino Fury was originally written as a 22 episode single season. Then when it became 44 episodes, 44 additional episodes were written to plug the gaps. While the overall storyline remained the same. Tell us more about the process, because it's unusual even for Power Rangers. So this is what Summer Bennett had to say. So this might be the longest article, so I'm not going to make the video too long unless I edit some stuff out. Writing Power Rangers is challenging. The starting point, as always, is the Japanese footage, which bits we're going to use, as well as an overview of what the character arcs are across the season. What the villain plot is across the season. The writers always have a clear idea of those things. I agree with them as well, because if you're adapting a Sentai season, you know there's going to be some Japanese stock footage there along with it. But if you have some original ideas, you can turn it into something good and dark at the same time. You don't have to really copy the exact same thing and the exact same plot from that recent Sentai that just got finished airing, and then you go adapting it to Power Rangers. I would say use some original ideas along with the Sentai stock footage. Mix it up a bit with the serious plot and make sure that the A plot stays there. No B plots. Just saying. We had to up their game and try to make it work, try to make it meaningful, and try to make it seem like it makes sense, you know? And so far, there are some episodes I like that actually worked, but there are some parts of the episodes that really made me question and made me criticize the episode even more. That doesn't mean that the season is bad just because they've written some bad episodes. I still enjoy season 2 of Dino Fury though, but like I said, if you see my reactions to certain episodes, you will know how I feel. I've always gave them low scores, high scores, and I've always been critical at the same time. So he's basically saying that, they're now allowed to be more creative, get out of the Saban scheme to try to be more original and be creative at the same time. And I see nothing wrong with that, because in the past seasons, you weren't allowed to be creative on your own. But when it comes to Saban, he wanted to make sure that there's some slapstick, Neo Saban unwanted comedy that was not needed in the first place. So I think from then on, it kind of makes sense as to why the seasons turned out the way they were, because of Saban. Because he was so basically relying on Mighty Morphin with the music, the theme song. But I think when it comes to its plot on its own season, it was original, but it still have some Mighty Morphin references. Like, that was all Saban. In terms of Dino Fury Season 2, it definitely gave the fans what they want. So, they were allowed to be more creative and be more enthusiastic with it. Try to make the show the best they could. Even if it's like written some bad episodes though, but like I said, that doesn't mean that the show sucks overall. So let's continue on. You know what? I'm not gonna read the whole thing, but you get where I'm coming from. I think it's clear to me that Simon actually wanted to be creative on his own and wanted to do what he wants to do. Now that Netflix is the official home for Power Rangers, they could just do whatever they want with it. And I don't know what's going to happen with what's going to happen after Dino Fury Season 2 or the whole season after all. Just know that there's going to be some announcements from Hasbro, whether they're going to reboot the Mighty Morphin on Netflix or continuing adapting new Sentai shows with some unique ideas, with some original ideas. But you know what? I believe it could work. It will be in the description below. Lord, I cannot talk right now. So, yeah, I'm out of here.